An opportunity to do something very special each and every Tuesday. This Tuesday is no different. And with no further ado, we got the one and only Miss Vashti Hurt for Game On, Game Over. What's going on, Vashti?
Good morning. How are y'all?
We are doing fantastic.
We're doing great. Are you still in North Carolina?
Yes, I am, but
Okay.
I'm getting ready to go to Arizona.
Yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow. We know that.
We know all this.
Yeah, we know you going to Arizona. I'm surprised you
Don't
wasn't
hate.
wheels up. I'm surprised you wasn't wheels up.
Yeah.
So you could be there last night for the
Yeah, that
day
was
one.
the plan. But honestly, when I made my plans for the Super Bowl, I thought they would put media day later in the week, like they did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had stuff here in Charlotte, and being in Arizona for an entire week, like 7 days, that's too much.
I mean, but that's how you. Oh, you can't be away that long. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it now. Okay.
Yes, I can't be away that long.
But I missed you Saturday. They said you was in Vegas.
I was not in Vegas.
Okay.
I wouldn't miss that game.
I know. I was shocked.
Listen, I was shocked too, and shout out my rider Royal. He was so hyped. Every time I called him, he said he got nervous that I was going to tell him that I wasn't going anymore and I was going to go instead.
Okay.
But my cousin got married, so
Okay.
I put the family first, and my mom
Good
was
job.
not gonna not let me. She said, there'll be other Duke North Carolina games. You're going to this wedding game. So,
Okay.
And I
I was
know
in
what you,
Atlanta.
you said okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
yeah, I mean, listen, if my mom is the Dundada. She runs things. So when she says go, you go, period.
Were you surprised with the outcome of the game, Vesta?
Actually, if I was going to put money on it, I would not have put my money on Duke. But as yesterday showed, the Blue Devils are a different team at home. I don't know what that was last night. It was a mess, and clearly, Duke had a hangover, but from the UNC game. But I was surprised at the outcome, just because in those type of games, your backcourt is the one that kind of pushes you through.
Mm-hmm.
And UNC got outplayed by a freshman and Jeremy Roach.
Yeah,
basically.
absolutely. Yeah.
And Derek Lively, found himself against UNC, and that's not abnormal, but he was able to basically, prevent Baycott from really going off in the post, and that freed up the Duke in other ways.
Sure.
And
Sure.
Pete Nance was awful.
Yeah, he was. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the Brady, right?
Right.
And he was 1 for 10 from the field. Didn't hit. Maybe he hit 1 3. I think 1 basket late in the second. And you need him to go off, because that kind of forces you to respect that shot. And Duke let them shoot, and they shot themselves to a loss. So
Yeah.
I had a UNC fan who was mad and said that he felt like Hubert got out coached by John Shire in that game.
Oh.
And I was curious your thoughts, Reese, because you were there front center.
What the thing is, what I was curious. Okay.
Was that K-Mac clearing his throat?
Exactly.
Hey, when Proctor and Roach put them in the pick and roll, that caused a lot of problems. That's when live became live,
Yeah.
because Proctor was able to come off those picks and either shoot it or throw it to the rim. A lot of times they threw it to the rim and missed the shot, and Lively was right there because he was so active around the basket. And so Carolina got to figure out the pick and roll. The pick and roll is going to be a problem to a lot of people. I thought it was going to be a problem to Miami, but that didn't work the case last night. But I thought they stayed in that for a while, and that hurt Carolina. And Carolina did not have an answer to that. I'm not sure, that's Coach Davis' problem or fault, but they could not defend the pick and roll, and that's what really got Duke going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, I mean, that sounds. I mean, that's absolutely true. That is one of the things that got Duke going. But the main thing that got Duke going was the fact that they played great interior defense, and they 1,000,000,000% took Baycott completely out of the
Carolina played weak. They played weak.
game. Okay.
They played weak. They played weak against Pittsburgh. They played weak against Duke over there. I mean, you got to man up. If you watch Miami, tallest guy was 6'7". They played like.
But they were grad student strong though. They grad student strong. They grad student strong.
Pete Nance a grad student.
Well, he ain't strong though. He Pete Nance.
But I'm just saying, man. But so anyway, answer your question, Vashti. I don't think he got a coach. I just think that he didn't adjust as I thought he should have.
Where you gonna go to?
Well, UNC has. I mean, is this a must win versus Wake? You know, after losing 2 in a row, because Wake. Going to Wake isn't an easy feat.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I think UNC fans will have a complete meltdown and we'll revert right back to, Hubert Davis isn't the guy if they lose.
No,
and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
That won't happen.
I'm telling you.
Vashti.
I don't
That would be
agree
very
with it.
sad.
But if they lose those 3 games,
Vashti.
I like Hubert.
Really?
My only issue, well, I think Hubert is good for the UNC program. The only issue is why is he not utilizing his bench more? What is up with that?
Ooh.
Well, see,
Tyler Nickel could have potentially provided a spark off the bench for UNC versus Duke,
or a little more physicality, maybe.
Okay.
Dunn is not playing. If your starters aren't getting the job done, try something different and see.
Well, part of the problem, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say this, the backcourt, they have internal problems.
Oh.
I'm not buying that, man.
K-Mac, that's a damn lie. K-Mac, I don't care. I don't care. You don't think that affects your co-worker?
But come on, man. You don't play. You don't play like they play,
Mac.
That has nothing to do with you getting out.
This didn't just happen last night. I mean, Saturday night. We've been saying all. You said it's something going on. It's something not clicking right between those two.
I know, but
Vashti, your thoughts?
I don't know.
Listen,
man.
okay, I'm not even on front. I heard about that before the season even started. I don't share gossip and rumors.
Right.
I was shocked that Duke had that information, but I guess apparently they did.
You got it. I know that.
And I expect that from fans. I don't know how much weight I'm putting into it. I don't even know if it's true. Okay, let me put that out there. I don't even know if it's true. It's been a rumor for quite some time. However, if it is true, I can see where it would cause friction among teammates.
Yes.
And period. I mean, obviously, that something of that magnitude would cause friction among teammates. The hope is that, you would be able to put that aside or be like, okay, bro, we were tripping.
Right.
This is our goal. But, these are what, 19, 20, maybe 21-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of pride involved, So if it is true, I can see where it could provide.
Yeah.
Where it could cause tension.
I agree.
But that didn't just happen overnight. That's all I was saying. I mean, it's been that way for quite some time. So
and they haven't played.
Allegedly.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
But
allegedly.
and they hadn't played like we thought they was going to play for quite some time either.
RJ's been playing well.
Yeah, but the other
Taylor's
guy
been playing well off and on.
And I'm gonna tell you, Vashti, being there and that whole, I think that's a certain line you don't cross. But it was ridiculous. I mean, it was really sad.
Oh, how they were taunting them.
Oh my goodness, it was really bad. It really was.
I read on Twitter, and I'm so mad I wasn't there because I would have been able to experience that they were taunting a young lady's name, and then
Yep.
I think Sean Kress reported that they were taunting a young lady's name, and other guys on the UNC bench were chuckling at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah. See,
that's not funny.
And see, and
that's my teammate.
wow.
I'm not laughing at
thank
that.
you. And see,
that makes me think, okay, well,
I ain't heard that.
Now, Vashti,
I ain't heard that.
What you just said was 100% true. I saw it with my own eyes.
His other teammates were laughing.
Yeah,
but that's not good.
I mean,
But that's not good.
That'll tear a team down.
good.
That had nothing to do with the fans that
Right.
did. I can tell you that. That's a problem. If we've already gotten to the point to where we laughing at jokes that somebody else is making about you, that means that joke's been made on the other side.
Right,
of 40.
and the thing is,
it's been made on the other side of 40. It didn't just come on this side.
Oh yeah, even during warm-ups when Caleb was warming up, they was throwing water. He had to go get No, the ushers coming there and they asked us, "You seen anybody throw water?" I mean, it was just.
Well, they should have known better than that because they kick them out for that.
Yeah, that was the craziest I've seen in a long time over there in Cameron. I'll put it that way.
Wow.
Sound like UNC was
So those who say the rivalry is dead, the rivalry is not dead.
No, we said
the
it
rivalry
yesterday.
will never be
die.
dead.
It would never die.
Duke and Carolina will never be dead. It is what it is. And as the landscape of college basketball changes, so will the rivalry. I think the rivalry will evolve,
yes,
and it will be different, but it will never be dead. And that game, even with both teams not playing great basketball, that was a close game. And even with the two teams not being ranked, these are two teams that played each other in the Final Four just last year.
I know.
That's correct.
So y'all
That's
can
crazy.
miss me with all of that. Oh, the rivalry is dead stuff. Because I had a couple of people DM me and say, "Oh, Duke and North Carolina is whack." No, it's not. The rivalry is not dead.
No.
Apparently, in Cameron, if you were in Cameron, you would see that the rivalry isn't dead. And I'm sure, and I'll be at UNC to close out the season. I'm sure those Tar Heel fans will be ready for Duke when they come into the Dean Smith Center.
100%.
So
100%.
the rivalry isn't dead, but I'm looking forward to see how UNC responds against Wake. I don't think we'll see what happened with Duke and Miami. That was just that's a game you just got to flush and forget that. They just got completely.
Look, anytime the coach,
bulldozed.
I think it was 32 minutes after the win over Carolina, the coach is talking about trying to prepare and trying to get ready for the game and not have a letdown. It's clear that everybody knew that this was
it's a tough
80,
turnaround.
90% going to be a possibility, especially seeing that every loss they've had this season has been on the road. They don't play well on the road. They don't turn around and play well after the fact.
They got and they got Virginia Saturday. Up there.
Mean, it's just. We were talking to CL Brown earlier, Vashti. In fact, I want to ask you about it. Almost all of these teams that notable teams in the ACC, all of their losses are coming on the road, so they all don't play well on the road. So is the real test for the ACC going to be once we get to the tournament where nobody has a home game?
Oh,
is that it?
Absolutely.
Is that so? We won't really know what we're really working with until we get everybody to the ACC tournament. That's really what we're saying to ourselves.
I just think that, honestly, I can see five. I can see there's just parity in basketball altogether. I guess Clemson is going to win the ACC, I guess. Although they just took a L to Miami too.
No. CL said no. CL said
that.
I don't buy Clemson either.
Right.
Listen,
He said
I wouldn't
no.
bet on Clemson basketball to save my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I don't listen. Fraudulent. But right now, they're number one right now, and so I don't see Duke or UNC doing anything. Miami is tough. So it could be, I guess it'll be between Miami and Clemson for that regular season title. But that ACC tournament in Greensboro, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because you got NC State coming in good. And that's not a far road trip for those people in Raleigh. You got Wake Forest, not bad. They'll be traveling. You got UNC, always travels well. You got Duke, always travels well. It's going to be. And then you're in Greensboro. This is the last year before the ACC officially moves to Charlotte. A lot of storylines.
Oh, yeah.
And going into Greensboro, it should be a good one. It probably will be one of the most competitive tournaments, top to bottom, that we've had in a long time.
Well, let's see if we can get behind to see some value in Greensboro.
Did y'all see Larinaga? I was watching the game, and he pulled out a wad of cash. I've never seen a coach pull out a wad of cash, and he was looking in his wallet. I don't know if it was on purpose, but let me tell you what, old heads have a way of sending messages subtly and in a
Yeah.
very petty way.
Yeah, he had a
And
money
I
clip.
would not put
It was on a
past
money clip.
him.
Yeah, he had a money clip. I ain't seen the
Yeah,
money
the
clip. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a coach pull out a money clip during a game?
Never.
Vashti, I'm glad you caught that because I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Boeheim right now is
And
like
it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money too.
it's like that picture in Once Upon a
Damn,
Time from
that's it.
Hollywood. He's pointing at the TV with the glass of bourbon. He's like, "I told you, they're selling money."
I've never I don't even think coaches keep money. Why would a coach keep money in his pocket?
Yeah,
while
and
coaching
during the
is
game.
on
During the game.
Like that was a perfectly executed level of petty by Jim Larinaga, and that is old head.
You may be
That
right
is
about
an
that.
old head
I think you're right
comeback.
about that. I think you're right about that.
And
And it was subtle. Like, it was just, and the camera happened to be on. I'm like, come on now.
Look.
And you have your money clip out?
The money clip.
He might have taken that money clip and told the cameraman, "Hey, at the 10-minute mark, I'm going to need you to put the camera on me on the sidelines by the scores table."
I wouldn't put it past him. And Boeheim called, and I don't know if you guys talked about it, on the ACC call yesterday, he acknowledged that he called Wake Forest coach, he called Pitt's coach. I don't know if he called Jim Larinaga to apologize for his remarks. But he
Oh,
did
that's
say,
right.
and
Yeah,
did
okay.
say
I would hope he did.
called and apologized for those remarks, and that he wouldn't share, of course, what happened during the conversation. But he kind of made it seem like he misspoke, but was also, his words were kind of taken out of context. But I don't know if he called Miami or not. See, to me, based on the money clip, I think that Boeheim didn't call Miami.
That don't even sound right, based on
And
the money
then
clip.
Jim said, "Let me pull out this money clip to dig a little more and fan these flames." I love it.
Oh,
I
boy.
love it.
Jim Boeheim
You know what?
is always
I'm glad
always good for a little dust
I'm
up.
glad you said that because I guess I forgot about that part, Jim
Yep.
Boeheim piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just shocked that he went
That's why
all
the
in.
money clip is significant.
Right. Gotcha.
And look, I was surprised he went all Nick Saban on him.
It's like,
He went Nick Saban on him.
they buying players.
They buying players down there. Look, I mean,
Well,
it's Pitt.
listen.
Look, it's Pitt. When the last time they had a player? Come on.